Have you noticed a loved one sleeping more, losing weight, or becoming quieter than usual? Maybe they eat less, talk less, or seem uninterested in things they used to enjoy. At first, it might seem like just normal aging. But what if these are quiet warnings from the body? The truth is, the body often gives signs months, even a year, before life reaches its final stage. Many families don't realize it until later, when they look back and think,
The signs were there, I just didn't see them.
but you don't have to wait until it's too late. When we recognize these signs early, we can offer better care, spend more quality time, and make sure our loved ones feel comforted and loved. In this video, we'll share 5 important signs that may show a loved one is slowing down. Some of these may surprise you, but knowing them can help you prepare with love and peace. Stay with us until the end, because understanding this now could make all the difference. Let's begin. Sign number 1, significant weight loss, a warning you shouldn't ignore. One of the first signs that an elderly person may be in their final year is unexpected weight loss. At first, it might not seem like a big deal. Clothes feel looser, a belt needs tightening, or meals are left unfinished. Many families assume this is just part of getting older, but in reality, losing weight without trying can be a warning sign that the body is slowing down. Why does this happen? As people age, their bodies don't absorb nutrients as well as they used to. Even if someone is eating regularly, they may not be getting enough energy to stay strong. This can lead to weaker muscles, making it harder to walk or stand, a weaker immune system, increasing the risk of getting sick, more falls and injuries, since the body isn't as strong as before. Another reason for weight loss is that appetite changes naturally with age. Many seniors stop feeling hungry as often, food doesn't taste the same, and meals seem less enjoyable. The body knows it's slowing down, so it stops signaling the brain to eat as much. The difference between healthy and unhealthy weight loss. We often hear that losing weight is good for health, but not all weight loss is healthy. Losing weight through healthy eating and exercise is a good thing when done intentionally. Losing weight without trying, especially in old age, is usually a sign of a bigger health problem. That's why learning how to take care of our health before problems start is so important. Instead of waiting until we get sick, we should focus on eating nutritious meals with protein, fruits, and vegetables, staying active with light exercises like walking or stretching, visiting the doctor regularly to check for early health issues. How can families help? Many families try to fix the problem by offering favorite foods or encouraging larger meals, but if weight keeps dropping, the focus should shift to comfort rather than forcing food. Provide smaller, more frequent meals instead of large ones. Make sure they drink enough water to avoid dehydration. Focus on foods that are easy to eat and digest to make meals more enjoyable. If you notice sudden weight loss in a loved one, especially if they seem weaker, sleep more, or move less, don't ignore it. This is not just about appearance. It's the body sending a message that it needs help. By paying attention now, we can provide better care, create meaningful moments, and ensure comfort and dignity in the time ahead. And for those who are still active, learning about good health habits today can help maintain independence and a better quality of life for years to come. Sign number 2, extreme fatigue and weakness, when rest no longer helps. Have you ever noticed a loved one sleeping more than usual, struggling to do things that used to be easy, or just feeling exhausted all the time? You might think, well, they're just getting older, that's normal. But here's the thing, this kind of deep, lasting fatigue isn't just about aging. It's the body's way of saying, I need to slow down. At first, it might be subtle. Maybe they stop going for their usual walks. Maybe they take longer to get out of bed. But over time, simple things, getting dressed, walking across the room, even having a conversation, start feeling like too much effort. It's like their energy is just disappearing. Why does this happen? It's not just about being tired. There are real changes happening inside the body. The body is conserving energy. As organs slow down, the body saves its energy for the most essential things: breathing, circulation, keeping the brain working. Everything else, moving, eating, talking, starts feeling like too much. Less oxygen is getting to the muscles. The heart isn't pumping as strongly, so muscles don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need. That's why just standing up, can feel exhausting. The metabolism slows down. The body isn't processing food the same way, so even if they're eating, they aren't getting as much energy from their meals. It's not just physical, it's emotional too. Imagine feeling tired all the time, knowing you can't do what you used to. It's frustrating, even depressing. Some people just stop trying. They pull away from conversations, stop doing hobbies, and start feeling more distant. What can we do? It's hard to see someone you love go from active and independent to exhausted and withdrawn. Our first instinct is to push them to stay active, tell them to get up, get moving, do something. But in many cases, forcing activity won't help. It can actually make them feel worse. So instead of pushing, focus on comfort. Let them rest when they need to. They're not being lazy. Their body is telling them to slow down. Encourage small movements. A short walk to the kitchen, stretching their legs, or even sitting outside can help. Be emotionally present. Sometimes they just need you to sit with them, hold their hand, or share a quiet moment together. Create a peaceful environment. Soft lighting, calm spaces, and familiar surroundings can bring them comfort. When to be concerned. If your loved one is sleeping all day, struggling to stay awake, or too weak to do simple tasks, this may be a sign that their body is preparing for its final stage. This is when it's time to shift your focus. Instead of worrying about what they can't do, focus on making their time as comfortable and meaningful as possible. Treasure conversations, be present, and let them know they are loved. At the end of the day, it's not about keeping them busy. It's about making sure they feel at peace. Sign number 3, increased confusion or emotional withdrawal. When the mind begins to fade. Have you ever noticed a loved one becoming more forgetful, struggling to follow conversations, or seeming distant, even when surrounded by family? It's easy to assume it's just normal aging, but when confusion and emotional withdrawal become more frequent, it may be a sign that their body and mind are entering a final stage. At first, the changes might be small, misplacing items more often, forgetting recent conversations, or taking longer to find the right words. But over time, these moments become more frequent, and they may forget familiar names or places, struggle to complete simple tasks, repeat themselves in conversations, get confused about time, thinking it's morning when it's evening, suddenly become quiet, withdrawing from social activities. Why does this happen? Cognitive decline in the final stage of life isn't just about memory. It's about how the body is changing on a deeper level. Less oxygen and blood flow to the brain. As circulation slows, the brain doesn't get the same level of nutrients and oxygen it once did. This can cause mental fog, forgetfulness, and trouble processing information. The brain begins prioritizing survival. Just like the body starts conserving energy by slowing movement, the brain starts shutting down non-essential functions, leading to slower thinking and less engagement with the outside world. Emotional withdrawal. As the brain slows, many elderly individuals stop feeling the need to socialize. Conversations can feel exhausting, and noisy environments may become overwhelming. This can make them appear uninterested or distant. Some may have moments of clarity followed by sudden episodes of confusion, almost as if their mind is fading in and out. Others may stop reacting emotionally, no longer expressing excitement, frustration, or concern in the way they once did. How does this affect behavior? Families often notice mood and personality changes, including irritability or frustration. They may feel embarrassed or upset about their own forgetfulness. Anxiety or paranoia. Some may feel suspicious of others, thinking people are hiding things from them. Unusual calmness or detachment. They might stop engaging in conversations or responding emotionally. This is especially difficult for families because it can feel like losing them before they're actually gone. They may forget special moments, struggle to recognize loved ones, or simply stop reacting the way they used to. How can families help? It's natural to want to correct them when they say something wrong or try to bring them back into conversations, but that often leads to frustration for both sides. Instead, focus on speaking gently and patiently. If they forget something, don't force them to remember. Just guide the conversation in a way that makes them feel safe. Creating a calm and familiar environment. Too much stimulation can be overwhelming. Keep surroundings simple and peaceful. Meeting them where they are. If they think it's morning when it's evening, or if they believe something that isn't quite true, there's no harm in going along with it. What matters most is keeping them calm and comfortable. Providing comfort through presence, even if they don't respond the way they used to, just being there, holding their hand, sitting with them, or speaking softly can bring peace. When to be concerned. If confusion or withdrawal becomes more noticeable, if they suddenly stop talking as much, seem unaware of their surroundings, or struggle to recognize close family members, it may be a sign that their body is preparing for its final transition. This is a time to focus on what truly matters, not trying to fix or correct, but making sure they feel loved, safe, and at peace. Even when words fade, love and presence are still deeply felt. Sign number 4, frequent infections and slow healing, when the body can no longer fight back. As we age, it's normal for the immune system to weaken, but when infections become frequent and wounds take longer to heal, it may be a sign that the body is reaching its final stage. A loved one who once recovered quickly from a minor cold may now struggle with persistent illnesses, and small cuts or bruises that used to heal in days may linger for weeks. At first, the changes may not seem alarming. Maybe they catch a cold more often, complain about feeling run down, or have a bruise that just won't fade. But over time, these small issues become more serious, harder to treat, and more frequent. Why does this happen? When the body starts shutting down, the immune system weakens, making it harder to fight off infections and heal from even minor injuries. Slower blood circulation. Blood carries oxygen and nutrients to help the body heal, but when circulation slows, cuts, bruises, and wounds take much longer to recover. Weakened immune response. The body becomes less effective at fighting infections, meaning a simple cold can turn into pneumonia or a minor infection can spread quickly. Chronic inflammation. Many elderly individuals experience low-grade inflammation that weakens the body's ability to repair itself, leading to persistent skin sores, infections, or unexplained fevers. Antibiotics and medications become less effective. A person who once recovered easily may now require stronger medications, longer recovery times, or repeated treatments. Common signs to watch for: more frequent illnesses such as colds, UTIs, urinary tract infections, or pneumonia. Slow healing wounds or persistent skin infections, especially bed sores in those who are less active. Changes in infection symptoms. Instead of a high fever, elderly individuals may show increased confusion, fatigue, or loss of appetite when sick. Swelling or redness that doesn't go away, indicating the body is struggling to fight infection. How to support their health beyond medical care. Caring for an elderly loved one isn't just about responding to illness. It's about helping them strengthen their body and mind to prevent problems before they start. Encourage healthy eating. Nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, lean protein, and whole grains can help support the immune system. Promote gentle movement. Even simple stretching, walking, or chair exercises can help improve circulation and reduce inflammation. Boost hydration. Water plays a critical role in keeping the body functioning properly. Many elderly individuals don't drink enough, leading to fatigue and a weakened immune system. Teach proactive health habits, helping them understand why staying active, eating well, and maintaining hygiene is important can empower them to take better care of themselves. Encourage a positive mindset about health. Rather than focusing only on decline, give them a sense of control by teaching them small, practical ways to feel stronger and more independent. When to be concerned. If your loved one is getting sick often, taking longer to recover, or experiencing infections that keep coming back, it may be a sign that their body is no longer able to fight back the way it once did. This is the time to shift focus from medical treatments to emotional and physical comfort. Instead of worrying about curing every illness, the goal should be to ensure they feel cared for, supported, and at peace in their remaining time. Taking care of a loved one goes beyond just medical treatment. It's about helping them feel strong, valued, and cared for every day. Whether through proper nutrition, active movement, hydration, or emotional support, these small actions can make a significant difference in their quality of life, finding joy and meaning in every moment. Growing older isn't just about the years passing, it's about how we choose to spend our time. Even as our bodies slow down, we can still feel love, happiness, and purpose every day. Life is not just about doing big things, it's about enjoying the small moments. A kind word, a smile, a conversation with a loved one, these are the things that truly matter. Instead of focusing on what we can't do anymore, we can focus on what we still can do, like sharing our stories, laughing with family, or simply enjoying a peaceful afternoon. Even small actions can make a big difference. Stretching, taking deep breaths, or sitting outside in the fresh air can bring comfort and strength. When we take care of our bodies and minds, we feel better, no matter our age. Most importantly, gratitude makes life richer. Saying thank you, appreciating what we have, and reminding the people we love how much they mean to us fills our days with joy. In the end, life isn't about how much time we have left. It's about how we choose to live each day. Let's make every moment count. Sign number 5, major changes in breathing or circulation. A time for comfort and gratitude. Breathing is something we rarely think about until it changes. When an elderly loved one starts breathing differently, it can be alarming. Maybe their breaths become shallow, or they start pausing between breaths. Maybe their hands and feet feel colder than usual. These are often signs that circulation is slowing down and the body is preparing for its final stage. At first, the changes may seem small, a little more shortness of breath after walking, feeling tired more quickly, or needing to sit down more often. But over time, these changes become more noticeable and can indicate that the heart and lungs are not working as strongly as before. Common changes in breathing and circulation. Shallow or slow breathing. They may take longer pauses between breaths or breathe very lightly. Irregular breathing patterns. Some people experience Cheyne-Stokes breathing, where breathing speeds up and then slows down again in cycles. Cold hands and feet. Circulation weakens and the body prioritizes blood flow to vital organs, meaning less blood reaches the limbs. Skin changes. Some may develop a bluish or pale tint to the fingers, toes, or lips due to lower oxygen levels. Shortness of breath with little activity. Something as simple as talking, sitting up, or eating may cause discomfort or the need to catch their breath. Why do these changes happen? As the body enters its final stage, the heart and lungs start working less efficiently. The heart pumps less strongly, which means blood doesn't reach all parts of the body as well as before. This is why hands and feet often feel cold or turn a bluish color. The lungs don't process oxygen as effectively, leading to shortness of breath, faster breathing, or longer pauses between breaths. The body starts conserving energy, focusing on the most essential functions. This is why movement and even conversation can feel exhausting. Many families worry when they see these changes and may think their loved one is in distress. But in many cases, these breathing patterns are not painful. It's just the body's natural process. How to provide comfort and bring peace. Seeing a loved one struggle with breathing can be difficult, but this is a time to bring peace, not fear. Gratitude, patience, and presence can make all the difference. Express gratitude every day. Tell them how much they are loved, how grateful you are for the time you have together. Even if they don't respond, they can feel the warmth of your words. Create a calm and peaceful space. Keep the room quiet, soft lighting, and surround them with things that bring comfort, like a favorite blanket or calming music. Encourage gentle breathing exercises. Guide them through slow, deep breaths to help them feel more at ease. If speaking is too much, simply breathe with them, allowing them to follow your rhythm. Massage their hands and feet. Light massage can improve circulation, provide comfort, and help them feel more connected to their body. Support light movement if possible. If they are able, encourage gentle stretching, slow arm movements, or shifting positions to relieve pressure and promote better circulation. When to be concerned. If a loved one suddenly struggles to breathe, gasps for air, or experiences severe discomfort, it's important to seek medical advice. However, if these changes happen gradually, it may be a sign that their body is naturally slowing down. This is the time to focus on comfort rather than trying to force the body to function as it once did. Instead of worrying about every breath, focus on being present, creating a peaceful space, and making sure they know they are not alone. A time to be present and give love. More than anything, this stage is a time to let go of worry and simply be with them. Even if words are no longer spoken, love, kindness, and gratitude can still be deeply felt. Hold their hand, Whisper words of love and reassurance. Let them know that everything is okay and that they are surrounded by warmth and peace. This is a time to slow down, to appreciate every moment, and to help them feel loved and at ease. It's not about what they can or cannot do anymore. It's about making every second feel safe, peaceful, and full of gratitude. Even when the body slows, the heart still feels love, and that love is what matters most. As we've explored in this video, aging isn't just about time passing, it's about how we embrace the moments we have. The body may change, but love, connection, and purpose remain. If you've noticed these signs in a loved one, this is the time to shift focus from worry to care, from fear to gratitude. Instead of trying to fight the changes, we be present. Hold their hand, listen to their stories, and remind them they are not alone. Create comfort, help them feel safe, loved, and at peace. Show appreciation. Let them know how much they mean to us, because every moment together is a gift. But beyond care and comfort, let's take a moment to reflect on what they have given us. Our parents, grandparents, and elders brought us into this world, shaped us, and left a part of themselves within us. Their wisdom, their love, even their struggles, they all live on in us. So as we stand by their side, let's not only thank them for their journey, but also carry their dreams forward. Let's ask ourselves, who am I, and what am I living for? When my time comes, where will I go? These are the two most important questions in life. When we understand them, we live with more meaning, more love, and more purpose. So let's honor those who came before us by living the life they dreamed of, by making each day count, and by creating something meaningful with the time we have. We would love to hear from you. What is one lesson you've learned from your loved ones that you want to carry forward? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who may need this message. Thank you for being here, for choosing love, and for making every moment count.